We're at the 92nd Australian Athletics Championships. I've managed to grab Kevin Moore, who's fresh off the preliminaries in the 200. Bit disappointing today, Kev. We'll get to that in a minute, but we'll go all the way back to last year. Start of the season, state relays. You ran a 4x2 there with the Bankstown club.
Yeah.
How are you feeling sort of start of the season and coming into the big meets?
Yeah, good. Everything felt good. Training was going well. I was happy with where I was at the start, being the start of the season, and then just kick it off from there. Today wasn't the best, but it started off pretty good.
So after state relays, went to the Night of Miles, where I'm not sure if we've worked out whether it's a ratified record, but the 100 yards, a national record for multi, if it counted. Did we find out if that counted?
Yeah, it does, because they don't have one. They're like miles, yeah. so yeah, no, they don't. They never run miles over there. It's always hundreds. They run like 60s, 150s, 300s, but yeah. So that was good. 9.9 was cool to be under 10 seconds for miles. And yeah, that was good. Another good hit out. Everything was going well then too.
And then 100 metres at the Bankstown Invitational.
Yeah, another good hit out. I think it was 10.58 there. Everything was going good. I was starting to get a little bit of pain down my leg that I was a little bit sceptical and not really knowing what it was. I've torn hamstrings in the past before, and I knew it's not a pain, like a tearing pain. But yeah.
So, I mean, at this point, we know it is now, but at this point you didn't really know what was happening there. You had a similar issue at State Opens, ran the heats of the 100 pretty comfortably, just sort of walked through that, and then in the semi you said you had some pain in the calf.
Yeah, semi, I just got a bit of a cramp, and same thing, like I thought, maybe dehydration, maybe this, maybe that. I got some scans shortly after that race, and I found the doctors found a little bit of stuff not normal in the back, just a bit of compression stuff and referring nerve pain. It comes and goes. It's a bit of a frustrating thing.
So obviously that ruled you out of the 200 metres at State Opens. Still had to qualify for Nationals, so went to an all-comers at ES Marks.
Yeah, didn't do the 200 that day at State. Then went to ES Marks and ran the qualifier there. That day was pretty painful, wasn't great, but didn't have to run the qualifiers, which was kind of the job, and then to get here. That gave me like another 2-3 weeks to more training and get more speed under the belt.
What were you thinking would be a good result coming in here? I mean, were you a bit sceptical about the back? What was going to be a good result coming out of this weekend?
Yeah, I guess I was still hopeful. I still wanted to go sub 21, especially with day today. I cannot complain. The weather's beautiful, track's nice, so it's more salt in the wound type of thing. But yeah, I wanted to go sub 21. Today it wasn't even a pain type thing. It was just, I don't know, lack of confidence. And when you put the foot down, there's just nothing there. It's really hard to explain, but
yeah, we were talking earlier, a bit of a frustration because you're saying your training's been going really well, and then just not having the mechanics right to be able to allow you to do it, really.
Yeah, it's frustrating. Bits and pieces, like a training is going really well. Some days, massive pain down the leg, like a nerve pain, just moves around, does whatever it pleases, hamstring, calf, glute type thing. But it's been better, and we are progressing to the right direction. But yeah, today it's frustrating, just wasn't there really.
Yeah. Tell us what to from here. I think you said you're looking at going over to Europe in May.
Yeah, for sure. So May I'll head to Europe, early to mid-May, and then I've got a couple of races in Malta in May as national champs there, and another Malta International, which is like one of their invitational meets, and then a couple of big ones in June, one in Iceland and one in Baku, which is in Azerbaijan.
Do you have a bit of a rest now before that, or are you still maintaining the same training load?
No, still maintaining, and hopefully his back keeps moving in the direction I can do more and more loads and more speed work, and just get more of that sharpness. Like today was fine. I didn't die the last 50 or anything like that. It's just not sharp. It's just like I ran a 400, but it was a 200-metre race.
You said you've been doing a lot of 400s. Obviously, the idea is to get some strength, looking to qualify for World Championships in Beijing in August.
Yeah, definitely. Like, it all makes sense sometimes when, like, looking back thinking, why is my 400 stuff going so well that I can't put the speed down, but I'm not hurt, and I've run faster than this many times before. Now, obviously, I've got a bit more of an answer. And 400 training is going well, so I'm looking to have a 400-metre race shortly. Hopefully I can put a good time down there.
And obviously after Beijing, the target will be Rio next year.
Yeah, absolutely. Get everything good, get these scans, get a good look at everything, get the body in check, and then get into some big training before Rio.
All right, mate. Well, a little bit of disappointing end of the domestic season, but I think there's bigger and better things to come, and we'll be following you through Europe during the year and hopefully in Beijing and Rio. Kevin Moore, everyone, at the Australian Championships.